Good morning. I got John, Glenn, Uncle Hoku, Kevin Scott. Yeah, what issues are you having, John? I've never done Princess, so I'm not really sure about them, but I think Ryan from Mark the Point does Princess all the time. It's either that or MCS he does. Four. One of the things I'm going to try to concentrate on today is getting them a little bit closer to the back wall, because the ship I'm going to be on, I guess, has more of a felt-like top rather than a microfiber top. And on those, you got to come in a little bit higher and a little bit closer to the back wall. So dig in, I guess. That's one of the things we're going to try to do a little bit here today. Again, we're using that angled grip to start. 2-1-3. Morning, Mad Hatter. Didn't know you had a storm. Oh, you had a snowstorm or something like that, didn't you? We had zero weather. It was foggy last night. A little bit. It's humid. That's about it. It's been real warm the last couple days. Two on three again. Good morning, Rhodey. Aces. So it's gonna be one of those days. Craps numbers again. Good morning, Red. Four, 5, 9. A little bit of separation on dice there. Three, 4, double pitch. You might have to pull the landing zone back a little bit because going closer is not conducive unless I hit the base right at the alligator. Midnight. Six, 5. It's a no roll. Good morning, Michael. Five, four. Good morning, Jim. Three, two. Morning, Chris. Two, five. Glass throw here before we get started. Good morning, Clint. Six, one. What a way to end that warm up, but it is what it is. Morning, David. Four, three, two, one. Let's get her started. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joan. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 743 of the Level Up program, and this one we daily practice of shooting dice at the craps table, as well as plenty of blue collar craps, the style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we have John from Southern California checking in number one. We got Glenn the Undisciplined. Uncle Hoko was here, followed up by Kevin Scott. Get the Mad Hatter, Rhodey, Red is here, Michael Peterson out of Madison, Badger Jim, Demon Dog Chris from that state just south of me a little bit. We got Clint, David Brock, Eric is checking in, and Terrible Ed, as well as Steven Beggs. So, good morning to all. Hey, if you're playing along with Crapsee, click on that live tab. That'll bring you over to the table that we're using here today. Remember, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. Yesterday we took just a few dollars. I think it was like $40 or $50 dollar loss. We had first three shooters was a bad one, a good one, and a bad one. And then we had a couple of decent shooters at the end of the day. So a lot of people did recover. I didn't have enough time to recover. But I had just a couple more rolls, it would have been a full profit goal made. But anyhow, let's get started here. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do both strategies again, but instead of going through the DC, we're going to go right through the DP, and hopefully it does not end up biting us. So we're just going to go $25 pass, or don't pass bet here. And that'll be for strategy number 2 for the horseman. And we're not going to do any pass line bet for strategy number 1, which is the blue collar crap style. Today's focus, I was going to have it, Mad Hatter, go so the dice go a little bit higher and they get closer to the back wall, because the ship that I'm going to be on is more of a felt type layout instead of a microfiber like it is now. I guess they just redid the surface about within the last month or so. And a lot of people were saying that that's the type of surface that's on there. So I tried it a little bit during warm up here. It didn't work too well on my table, but we'll have to see if we can adjust once we get on the ship. Good morning there, Trey, 2-wheel paradise, and we got BB Woodchuck in. Yeah, let's call this all bets up. We got 23 people on Crapsee ready to go. We got 23 people watching live. Yeah, we'll get dice out. But we're gonna keep that angled start again. So we're setting the dice here on an angle rather than straight. Here we go. And I totally threw it way off to the side already. Anyhow, medium-sized Joe, 314. Medium-sized Joe from Craps Master Journey. So let's mark that point to 4. 5, 4, 5, 4. That was not a great throw, but it is a good point to have for the DP. Assuming I'm not hitting a lot of 4s. Yeah, with the rugger felt, Mad Hatter, you want to come in a little bit higher and a little bit closer to the back wall, because that fiber will actually grab the dice a little bit more. I've never played on a full felt table, the old style table. I've never done that, but this is what I've heard that you need to come in. So when I'm throwing it now, I'm coming in probably at like a 20-degree angle. I'm gonna have to come more at a 35-degree angle, I think, coming into the back wall. Good morning, Brian. So anyhow, let's go 66 inside to start off here. We'll go $25 on the combat. And we'll call that all that set. So if anybody in the chat has played on a full felt table, make sure you put it in there. Let us know what your observations were, what adjustments you had to make, that type of stuff. Like I said, I have never played on one like that yet, so it'll be new to me. This out. 145 truck and camper. We hit number 1 for us, and that did roll off that back wall just a little bit on both dice. So coming in with a little bit too much energy right now. So 22 inside pressure, so drop $1. And then we'll go another $25 combat. That's will be bet number 3 for the horseman. Again, 5, 4, 5, 4. And we'll call that all bet set. 34 people playing along now. Dice out. I have a 246, a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Is a leaner that should come down on a 2. Let's make sure it does. Get off it. I know it came on a 3, but it was a 2. Let's get over on a 2. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. 246. Okay, 5, 4, 5, 4. 246 result. I'll be hit number 2 for us, and that's $49 brought back to the rack. So let's bring our bets down. We're gonna go 25 for our last combat. I think it's this $51 or $49 to play there. We got the 6 and 5 covered with the horseman strategy, so let's just pick up the 8. for 18, and we'll pick up $15 on that field. And that way we are covered on both strategies there. And all bets set. Dice out. 5, 4, 5, 4. Again, I hit that hook a little bit, but we got a 5-6 yo shop, so that's actually a good hit for us. So we pay it out on that combat, and we also get paid out on the field. So it's 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 yo. That's a double pay. So that was the last horseman bet. So we're going to take that combat down. At $15 we won on the field, we'll go up on the 9 with that. Again, 5, 4, 5, 4s are set. And all bets set. And we're missing Joel. I have not seen Joel check in yet. Decent. And that was a roll off again. 3, 4, 7. Damn it. Okay, it is what it is. So it's just starting off for the day here. Should be pretty close to a break even for us. Double pitch of the dice. I have to keep an eye on that. Made $16 on that roll. So when you're playing low rolling, it's $16 as a profit. So that's a good thing to see. That was only 5 rolls along. Again, we're going to go $25 on that don't pass and no other bets. Until it can prove to us that we are going to have a little bit longer rolls, we're going to keep on doing that. So all bets set and dice out. Two, 1, 3, ace, deuce, Alfredo sauce, Mama Bear, pass line, loser, come out loser, winner for the DP. So I actually won $25 on that. That was bet number 1 for the horseman. Bet number 2, same thing, $25 DP. I'm not happy with my left drifts, but it's consistent, and that's what I'm looking for is consistency. So if that makes sense. But they're coming down straight from what I can see. Guys out. Let's see if we can prevent it from the left drifting for you there. 5-2 and a come out. Pass on winner this time. Come out natural loser for the DP, so we're back to even. Now the double pitch, we're going to switch it over to the 5, 4, 2, 3 now, because that's 2 double pitches within 3 rolls. Again, we're going to go $25 on the DP. That's our 3rd bet. Horseman. And all bets set. Dice out. Three, 4, 7. Primary hit this time. Seriously, Joe. Okay, that is another loss on that DP. 4, 2, 3. And we'll get 3, 4, 7. The primary backside both nice. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. This will be bet number 4 for us. This is the last for the horseman. You have to remember that my rail is probably about 3 or 4 inches taller than a normal craps table rail. So I'm about 5'10" is what I'm about 5'10" tall. So all bets set. Okay, so gee. One, 5, 6 KitchenAid mixer. So let's mark that point as 6. 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6. Okay, so we're gonna go 25 and a whole right now. We're gonna go 66 inside, including, to start off our bets here. Horseman is done. I put in bets also. We are done doing that strategy. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face up. Two, 6, 8. Duracell 8. Pick number 1 for us. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 2, 6, 8. It's gonna be a right dial axis. Five, 4, 2, 3. And we're gonna go to 22 inside pressure, including dropping $1 to get to that. All bets set. Nice out. Six, 2, 8 again. Another Duracell 8. Five, 4, 2, 3, 6, 2, 8. Okay, we are going to go up one more time here. 22 inside pressure. Because we had lost 25 on that come out. So hopefully that does not bite us in the butt here. We're actually 6 rolls in, so I should probably, no, we're going to keep on going. Face out. Two, 4, 6. Winner 6. Okay, Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. I'm going to lose that DP. So the horseman was a complete wash. I was a loss of all 4 of the bets. But we got paid out 3 times on the light side, so that means we're going to stay light side now. So we're actually up. If I took everything off the table, we'd be up $34. So we're going to do, I think, just that. We're going to go $15 pass line bet because I have to have a line bet. Let's take our bets down first. And then we're just going to pick up 1 or 2 numbers after the pass line. Depends what the number is. We're just going to play it out from that because I'm going to be in profit here for this shooter. All bets set. And this out. 516 KitchenAid mixer. So we are right back on that 6. 5423. We got a 516 result. So just pick up the 8. We'll play 6 and 8 here. So we are actually in profit by $1 on this shooter. Again, low rolling. Don't make much of a profit, but it is what it is. This out. Aces, Mad Hatter, Magic Aces. Getting that caught the back wall, rolled right back on us. Drift of the dice. That's no help for us. I'm looking for 6s and 8s. Good morning, Biff. And all that set. This up. Four, 6, 10. Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. Good morning, Mel. And that was no help for me. And all that set. This up. Two, 4, 6, winner 6. Puck turns off. That is another hit of the dice. We can pick up an extra number here. 4, 2, 3, and 2, 4, 6. Okay. 8 turns off, 6 is right down there. We'll just put 15 on the field once we get a new point established. Take our chances against that 5. 4, 2, 3. GTC 45-degree angle. Yeah. I'm going to probably have to get something similar to that or close to that on the regular table when I get on the ship. Face out. The only way I can get away with a 45-degree angle on this table is if I'm using that Yuri style grip. If I'm using my power grip like I am right now, I cannot get away with that. Aces. Mad Hatter Magic Aces. That's going to be a loss for me. This should be a repeater win, though. There you go. It's correct now. It should be. That's a pass line loser, so we're going to be back to this whatever number plus the 8. So again, $15 pass line bet. And they sold. GTC couldn't just golden touch craps. A Dominator and a bunch of people used to belong to that. I believe Ed Robinson used to do that. Howard was part of the group for a while. There was a lot of different people. Place the cross on us. We got a 538, a great bait. So let's mark that point of 8. You're welcome, Hunt. Okay, let's move that 8 bet that we have there over to the 6. Hopefully we keep on hitting those 2 numbers. And all bets set. Dice out. Five hard 10 old bay bushel double pitch of the dice. There's a couple different dice shooting betting groups out there. You have Golden Touch Craps, you have Axis Power Craps, you have the Blue Collar Craps. Bunch of different systems that are out there. You have the Jimmie strategies. So a lot of different places you can find information. And all bets set. Face off. That was a little bit higher, 6, 4, 10. That was not a good throw, but I don't take the result, even though it does not pay me. 4, 2, 3, 6, 4, 10. Got Tony Leo, he's out there doing his betting strategies and some dice shooting. I did not recommend Jimmie. I just mentioned him. If you see Jimmie, just run, please. I'm not a big fan of his. But I'm not afraid to say the name. Okay, all bets set. Face out. He is the GOAT, self-admitted, though. I am the furthest thing from a GOAT. I get more of a sheep. 4, 5, 9 finger Joe. Crafts Master Journey. 5, 4, 2, 3. 4, 5, 9. I'm more of a bull. I'm stubborn. And I take things head on. Yeah, it's no help for me. And all bets set. 36 people playing along here. 32 people watching. Five, 2, 7. Okay, so that's the end of that roll. So we made like $1 off of it. Again, I was not betting too much because the horseman strategy lost out. So we're not going to go on horseman. We're going to keep on just the light side strategy, and I'll see if we can get that profit up. So we're just doing blue collar craps this time. Okay, we'll go $15 pass line bet. Yeah, we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Bet 4, 2, 3. Five R10 old big bushel. Threw a few of those today already. It's another double pitch. Thank you, Clint. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3 is the set. 66 inside. King Dice. From what I understand is that he got his pizza place and he's kind of fell out of the YouTubing portion of it because he's been working so much, is my understanding. I actually didn't mind him too much, although I didn't like the whole arrogant smile that he has. And it looked like he was on drugs every time he did a video, but that's just my perception, maybe. No roll at the 4-1. But I bet you he would actually be a nice person to talk to in real life, I bet you. On video, though, he's more of a showman or whatever, in my opinion. One, 3, 4, one-eyed Joe. Craps Master Journey. 5, 4, 2, 3. We got a 1, 3, 4. Opposite side of our point. Sister number. Five, 4, 2, 3. There's a lot of people. I was, reflecting back the other night about how there's been so many people that have gone on YouTube and how they usually don't last very long. And there's been so many people since I've started that have had a channel, have left, have whatever. Like the group of people that I started with, there's only 3 regulars left. And it's basically me, John, and Brian from Holy Roller. They're the 3 from my era that are consistently doing videos. This out. Five, 2. Okay, that is Bruce. Okay, that put us in a hole. It's a primary hit, but I'm not going to take too much stock in that because both dice did roll out a little bit. Well, Jacob is not from my era. Jacob is from probably 2 years before I started. He started. I've been doing this for 4.5 years, maybe. So when I started, it was basically me, John, Jeff from Middle Atlantic Craps, Brian from Holy Roller. It was basically the 4 of us, and then there was a couple people that came in within the year after us. It was us 4 basically, and then there's some of those type people. George started before I did. Brian started 1 year before I did. Yeah, George has been doing it for probably 6 or 7 years now. So he's been at least 1.5 years, 2 years before I did. Brian's about 1 year longer than I have been doing it. Uncle Mel's been doing it for 2 or 3 years longer than I've been doing it. Somewhere on there. But anyhow, let's get going here, guys. $15 pass line bet. We got some recovery to do now. Let's So we're gonna probably level up one level here. All bet set. Days out. Two, three, five, Justice Gen 5. So it's marked at 0.5. In fact, Jacob was one of the channels that I actually learned how to play craps from in the beginning. For the first year I was watching YouTube before I even started. I was just scouring over his videos. And that's all I did was hybrid play for the longest time. So I met Brian on one of your cruises. Brian from Holy Roller, I'm assuming. Brian's a good guy. He was actually my roommate the last time I was in Vegas. Let's go 110 inside. Not including go 15 on the 4 and 10. So yeah, I had Brian roomed with me. And then Leon from Great Craps roomed with me the last time I was in Vegas. We had an Airbnb. Put this out. Five, six, yo, chef. Five, six, two, three, 5, 6, yo, no help for me. And all bets, I got 39 people playing along here. Wow. It's not good. Okay. So we're getting primers and doubles. So we're gonna have to look to the V sets. I've not done those for a long time. Three, 6, 3, 2. Cover 2, 3V upside down. And we're gonna ladder up again. We'll roll a $25 pass line bet this time. And all bet set. This out. Four, 1, 5 truck and camper, so it's marked at 0.5. Three, 6, 3, 2, and it's gonna be an explosion on the right side, double pitch on the left. And we're gonna go 160 across, not including. Three, 6, 3, 2. And all that set. This off. Three, 6, 9 triple D. Thanks, Dr. Dan. That'll be hit number 1. 3, 6, 3, 2 and 3, 6, 9. So it's an implosion, primary top side. And that'll be 32 across pressure. we're not going to go including there. We'll just go 27 across then. Okay, all bets set. Days out. Six, 4, 10. Sorry, Glenn. Okay, we hit number 2. Get us out of the shooter here. It's $94 in profit. So let's bring our bets down. And we'll go 66 inside bet level here. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna stay with that. Not sorry. Okay, that's good. 3632. Okay, so it's 325, 1 or 5. The Justice Gen. Okay, point made. Puck turns off. 632, 25. Single pitch. Okay, bets turn off. We'll stay with the $15 pass line bet. 3632 is the set. And I'll bet it's at 41 people playing along here. I got 28 people watching. So then there's that demon dog Chris dude. He's a little just kidding, Chris. Chris is a good friend of mine. 257 on the come out. See, I talk smack and that's what happens. Pass line, winner come out, natural loser for the DP. So keep an eye on it. That's 1 dice off the axis with a single pitch. Left eye off axis. Again, $15 pass line bet, 3632. And I'm going to spend that $15. Let's go 5 tall, 5 small, 5 in a craps. And all bets set. Face up. See craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. I should be safe with that. Implosion on the right side. Single pitch on the left. $10 off of that, so we're just going to repeat those bets. Actually, no, we're going to pull that pass line down to 15. Yeah, I'll stay with that. So bring some money, extra money back. 3632. All bets set. Dice out. Massive cross on that the right die took off on us. One-eyed Joe Craps Master Journey 134, marking the point of 4. Okay, all of our bets turn back on. Three, 6, 3, 2. I don't know how my bets turn back on because they all fell down. So let's go 66 inside. Yeah, we'll do that. All bets set. Dice out. No rolls. 5, 3, 8. Yes. 3, 3 hard, 6 double degen. Primary top side both dice. Let's go to $30 on that 6 to increase to 2 minutes. 3, 6, 3, 2. And all that set. Dice out. Wow, that popped out big time. 3, 4, 7. Now one hit the corner and then bounced off. So I actually saw them land on the corner dice, so the dice did not land flat. We recovered a little bit on that one. Made $67. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Let's do a little rhythm rolling, maybe. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we're going to go $15 on the pass line. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. Three, 1, 4, medium-sized Joe, Craps Master Journey. Again, they both landed on the excuse me. Both landed on the corner of the dice. So they kind of did a little weird dance around. I think I got allergies acting up right now. Things are starting to thaw out here a little bit. So let's go 5, 3, 5, 1 for our new set. 5, 3, 5, 1. And we're going to go 160 across again. And we'll also go 15 in odds. No, we're not. That's since the 4 is not. We're just going to leave it as is. Okay, all bet set. Dice out. 5, 3, 5, 1. No roll. Luckily. 1, 6, 7. 3, 6, 3, 2. Mm. Five, 4, 9. Hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. Hit number 1. Okay, that's good. And we're gonna go 32 cross pressure, 27 cross pressure. 3 soaps. That's gonna put us at a 6-5-6-4 says 6-5-6-4. And all bets set. That's this over. One, 6, 7. Why is that doing that? Okay. Short roll today, everyone. And I apologize for that. I really apologize for that. 6-5-6-4. Okay. That one hurt. That one hurt. So in real life, that would be my stop loss there. But we're going to continue on. We got at least one more shooter here. A lot of double pitches. You have to do it. You have to 5-4-5-3 again. You really do. Mad Hatter has 38 degrees in Arizona. Wisconsin here, Manitowoc, we got 21 degrees, so not much cooler than you. That's with the wind chill, 29 without the wind chill. Basement here is at 64.9 with a 42% humidity, so it's come down that much since we started the show. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go back to our horseman and book our crap style here and see if we can pull this out. Okay, so $25 don't pass. Let's go all bet set. And I saw it. I agree, Red. Let's finish strong. 5-4-2-3. 5-5 hard 10. Old Bay Bushel. It's another double pitch. So I've been doing a lot of double pitches lately. Okay, we're gonna go 160 across, including. We're gonna go $25 on the combat. 4-2-3. And all bets set. Dice out. Yeah, I had my taxes done a few weeks ago. Expensive. $156 KitchenAid mixer. Expensive to have them done these days. Got some money back, not as much as I was hoping, but $32 cross pressure, including $100 combat. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all that set. Face up. Five, 6, no chef. This could be a right die off access. Primary top side on the left. It's gonna be a win in the combat. So we're gonna go up bet number 4 right now with the combat. Everything else is gonna remain the same. 5, 4, 2, 3. And how about set? This up. 6-1. Oh, that's about all she wrote here, guys. I'm done for the day. It would be nice if we would have done better, but we have these days as well. Just 107 on that roll, so put us down substantially for the day here. But anyhow, let's look at our statistics. Not a good day. We had 7 shooters, 6.3 SOR today, 4.4 SRR. 3 come out 7. 7's obviously the strong number today, as well as the 10s are strong. Backs numbers, inside numbers are down. 4s and 10s are high. Come out 7s are high. Orange are low. Fields are slightly high, and Hardways are low as well. We had a 17 and a 9. The rest of them were less than average. Dice roll results through the end of yesterday: 1,781 throws recorded. That puts our SOR at a 10.78. Our SRR is at a 7.16, and our BSR is at a 7.44. So thank you, Matt Hatter, for giving me a thumbs up, even though it was not a good day here. That is why we call it a journey. You are 100% right there, Ed. You are welcome, Brian. But anyhow, I appreciate everybody for joining in here today. I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully all you will be here along with me. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everybody. Be safe. Be prosperous.